was an episode we did why Midwestern. Yeah, there was a whole episode we did on why winter sucks in the Midwest. And on the contrary, we have the AC finally on. It's on, gentlemen.
I wonder if it's kind of affecting the mics.
No, I saw no levels going unless we were talking. Or I just need a table, and then that also will set them off. Welcome. Welcome.
It's episode 15 of the Shenanigan
I'm so
podcast.
glad you guys know the number.
I'm so glad Bill knows the
You got we. There is no we in this operation.
It is only me.
Yeah.
It's because he edited the video and it came out 2 days late.
Yep.
Whoa, dude. What's up the trash talk? This lucky it's on all of us. We just need a boom, 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 boom. Just wrap out.
Step it up. I decided.
Hey, you know what? Actually, I'm very happy with our level of commitment here. There's 15 weeks so far in 2026, and we've hit an episode 15. On all 15.
We'll get better.
Yeah, we will. We will. But you know what? The focus is right now. It's still early. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just wait a month from now, post grad me, right? We're gonna summer.
Milo.
You know, like sun therapy is a real thing. I think that we're gonna be moving faster, more creatively when it's warmer out. I don't know. I can't explain that.
I agree.
I don't know the science.
I feel like slow in the cold months. Like I feel like
everyone
physically.
You get that.
I feel like
January
I feel like
March
that's not an
depression.
everyone thing. I feel like that's not an everyone thing. I feel like some people like
oh my God,
they don't care. It doesn't affect them.
Dude, like around
Some
here,
people.
bro.
No,
majority of
you're
people
right.
get the January through March just winter depression.
It's like
no, that's
depression,
true, but
yeah, it's
people
like,
don't stop. You know, here's the thing.
Fucking hate it.
Here's the thing. So much of what I preach, especially with like the Monday motivational weekly challenges that I dish out in Cinemiles, is that motivation is limited. I can't say it enough. I say it all the time. Motivation is limited. There's going to be a point where your desire to keep going and just grinding out at whatever that goal is, it's going to fizzle out. You know, we like to think that we're like literally invincible and that fire will not burn out. It does. Like I am so passionate about the things that I do, but your motivation to do it will die. So you have to find a way to continue to work on those things without having the motivation. You know what I mean? Because relying strictly on discipline and saying, oh, I don't want to do this, I don't want to go to the gym, I don't want to eat this food, is the fastest track possible to complete burnout and failure. Yeah. It is. You can't just solely rely on discipline, right? It's like, I don't know, like towing something with a rope that's rated for like half the weight you're towing. You know what I mean? It's going to snap. So
that's a good analogy.
I think so. I don't know. Just off the dome.
The
point is, with something like the sun in heats and genuinely more events going on, I don't know. Like I think that's just a given natural thing. When the weather is not cold and like slushy outside, then more things are just happening. People are, you know, and like I just said, sun therapy, it's a very real thing. I can't explain. I don't know what vitamin, I don't know. But when it's warmer out and you have sun rays on your skin, the motivation is longer lasting.
Yeah.
Like your wants and power to get through things that you want to do increases. That's my running thesis at the moment. I think that this podcast is going to see an influx. Like I said, I'm graduating. I'm going to have that sort of vacuum open up here in like a month.
He's gonna have to find some other bullshit excuse besides, I got homework to do.
You know, he hasn't. I feel like
could be enchantment.
I feel like I haven't heard that excuse from him in a minute. Maybe that's just me.
I did yesterday.
Oh no,
I'm not doing
that was
homework.
Like a joke,
it's
though.
so bad.
That was like a
I'm
joke.
not doing any right now. Like, I'm not at risk of anything, but I really got to step that up. You know what I mean? I only got 5 weeks left. I'm taking off class this entire week to catch up.
Fuck them.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not going to school once this week. I'm just gonna send it.
I always got corona. Can't go to class.
That's my favorite excuse. That's my favorite excuse to get out of anything.
You should go in the last week like with a full face mask and everything.
The hazmat suit.
Hazmat suit. Be like,
you don't even have to say nothing. You just say, I tested positive, and they know it's not pregnancy, right? So like, it's got to be COVID.
It's got to be COVID.
It could be HIV.
No, I could literally be pregnant. I don't know anymore. It's 2026.
It could be AIDS.
Yeah.
It could be a lot of things.
Could be a lot of things.
Could be
Forgive me for
autism.
assuming it. Did I tell you guys on the joke when we were talking about stand up on the last episode, the autism one? I took an online test for autism and turns out I'm a Gryffindor.
Yes,
Yeah,
that one.
Come on. That's pretty good, right?
I like the horse one.
The horse one, dude, don't even bring it up.
that
one
was
sends
funny.
me over the. You know what? It's so bad when there's such like a horrible joke that you find so funny.
It's
Because you're just
bad.
laughing and everyone's just like, just a quick chuckle and nod at your head like that's a good joke. But I'm out here like like cackling, bro. Like, what's going on? It's horrible.
When something
It's
so
horrible.
bad is, it's extra funny.
It is.
By tongue so horror is funny.
Dude, you are
'Cause it's so bad.
so in that meme.
But it's bad. But how bad it is makes it funny.
It's just the picture.
It's
not
the
even.
picture.
It's not even the name or nothing. It's
No,
just
it's
the picture. It's that dumb AI smile. You know what I mean?
It is.
There's better AI smiles out there. That tough baby.
Or me and Bill on our drive-by thumbnail.
Oh my
That
god,
was god awful.
that was not good.
God
That was
awful.
so bad. Actually, when we were over yesterday, I stole the off-brand Doritos out of your cabinet, and then I looked over and saw you working on the thumbnail, and I almost literally set the Doritos down like a fat ass,
Yeah.
and walked over and just started doctoring. I just started playing in the lab. And sometimes, bro, it's just
let
like
me-
we need to get into the lab.
Bill and I were earlier. We were fucking around with it, trying to make it better, but it just wouldn't do anything.
Yeah,
Jippity said, "Fuck you. This is what you get."
Jippity distorted your guys' faces.
Yeah.
You're no longer Andrew and Billy. You're like Tyler and Craig. I don't know.
On God.
Yeah, some different universe level.
Cricket and Crane.
Drive-wise. Yeah. It's like anything but drive-wise there, bro. I thought you were, I couldn't even tell you were holding a wing, but also I didn't, kind of a low quality export that you had up there on the actual YouTube video. You know what I mean?
It wasn't that low qual. It was just a fucking red stick, basically. What it looked
There's
like.
like two black lines on the side, bro. It was like export like 320p.
Okay, well, I did the YouTube testing with a thumbnail, bro. So I had one that I edited that looked pretty good. And I threw that in the Jip and I said, make me something. And it spat that back out. I didn't think it was bad. I thought our faces were fucked up. I was like, this isn't like god awful terrible. I was like, fuck it. We'll just do the test. And then he's crying over here about it.
I don't know. Man.
And
It was bad.
Looking at the results of the test, that one did better.
It did better somehow, and it was the wrong aspect ratio and everything.
I literally couldn't
It's
explain to
terrible.
you. The only thing I could explain is like, what is this video based off of that picture?
I couldn't even.
It stopped me in my tracks. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe it's because I know you guys. Maybe because I like to watch your guys' videos. But I genuinely am scrolling through the subscribers, and then boom, it's like, what the fuck is this? No, I think thumbnails are so much fun to make. You know what I mean? And when you get a really creative one, it actually will like be the reason your video pops off.
Yeah.
It will be the sole reason.
I
your
mean,
video
that's the
pops
sole
off.
reason people click on your videos based on the thumbnail and title.
Yeah, it's thumbnail title. But sometimes you can have a really ass thumbnail, but just get away with one buzzword in the freaking title and you're good. Totally different sometimes when you have a video that really isn't even about anything crazy, but you give it a good thumbnail and title, and then boom, you're gonna get people that watch it.
It's all good.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
all good. Yeah. Anyways, my whole point was that, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have this vacuum time in a month here. Look at this guy.
He's running. Don't do it. Aww.
No, he's right there.
He's in pieces.
Oh, no, that's
Yeah, no, that was part of it. That's brutal.
that is terrible. That's
It's actually
brutal.
worse than that. He landed in the heater. He's literally currently ash.
I mean, he was pretty cool
Just
down, but
messing with you.
that's
I just like
Hey,
it's
I should have let him bit me, man. I can become Spider-Man.
Yeah, for
Mm.
real. That's what happened to the guy. Yeah, I'm hoping that we can fill in that time gap plus like more open time plus higher motivation plus we're getting faster at this. Each episode, I like to think so
Yeah.
far. It's totally different when you're in the thing or you're making the thing. You have like a totally contorted view of what it actually is compared to like actual audiences that are going to consume your content.
Mm.
But I like to think that every episode, just being in here and talking, that we're getting better. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like anything else. It's it's like the gym. It's a skill. It's a muscle you have to just keep kind of working on.
Yeah, isn't there like a saying where it like takes 30 days to start a whatchamacallit?
Yeah, whatever they say. I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about. Whatever it is.
Start a habit.
Yeah.
Form
Yeah.
a habit or something.
Or
Yeah.
it takes 10 hours to become intermediate at any skill set. Something like that. You know what I mean? So that's no different here. That's one thing I really can't stand. Is when people are like, you either got it or you don't. Who says that? Like, where did that even come from?
Fuck him.
If you just put time and effort towards it, anyone can do anything.
Anything. Yeah, you know what? Genes do have something to do with certain things, but you know what? Even then, dude, keep your head down. Get back to work. Want to do better. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It takes you pretty far. And I say it all the time. Like, people are capable of like double or triple what they actually think their limit is, where their ceiling is. That's like a total illusion. Yeah. So let's hope that we find a good balance between what to split that time in the summer with, because one thing that I haven't even considered into that whole real estate of time and quality is the fact that most of it's not going to this, right? We talk and then we spend like 30 minutes to an hour putting the thing together and scheduling it on YouTube. But you know, we joke about it. We don't even have the YouTube linked on the social media. We can't. We can't.
We can't. I said the other day we don't have like enough followers or something. I have no clue.
That is crazy.
It won't let us link our
TikTok?
Our TikTok. No, we can't put our links in the bio.
That is wild.
Yeah, not right now.
Sure.
I'm positive.
He said, well, "I'm gonna test that one out."
Go ahead.
We'll test this theory.
Typically, you can obviously copy and paste your link into your bio, but there's a link
Like
section.
an actual click of that.
An actual
thing.
clickable link we don't have access to due to probably either followers. TikTok thinks we're bots. I don't know what it is.
That's the most likely thing.
I feel
in
like
my
it's
minds.
also. I feel like it might be a follower thing because we only have 50-something followers. It's nothing. Like
Yeah.
why would be able? Because you can look at other accounts.
Yeah.
You can. I bet you can look at side miles right now and they allow you. Maybe because you're a real person.
They did, but you know what? I've had that account for years.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I
'cause
think
you're
that's a change. I don't think that was like always precedence that you have to have a certain criteria before you can actually apply links.
I don't know what it is because TikTok is weird. So recently,
They are.
It's
very
like okay,
weird.
I found out
Yeah, there's
quite
a
a few
link
weeks ago.
section for DriveWise.
Yeah, there's link section, so there's a certain criteria you need to meet.
Mhm.
But there is something where it's about what are the ACs?
Oh no, I'm just
ACs
nothing
tweaking.
crazy. Nothing. It's normal. I bet that feels good though.
What? Oh, it feels
It's aimed
good.
right
it's right
at
at
you.
me. It feels good. I'm a little worried about the mic picking up the mic, but
Oh, I didn't see it at all. We'll see. We'll see after. I'll actually put it up on the speaker. Oh, where'd the speaker go?
he took it to his house.
Oh, that's what the one that's in the. Okay.
One of them, yeah.
Okay.
So anyways,
basically,
go on. Sorry.
TikTok has different criteria. So recently, it's like 5,000 followers to do TikTok Shop, right?
Mm.
But for some reason, TikTok gave me like a beta version, so I can have 5 products I'm able to like put in my showcase and like.
Is that where you were talking about the dash cam the other day?
Yeah, so
okay.
I'm now able to do TikTok Shop, but like under 5,000 followers. And I've seen other accounts that have it, and I just don't understand what the criteria is for that. Like they
Yeah.
have different types of weird criteria for what you need to do certain things. Because I thought, okay, I can't do it till I have 5,000 followers.
Mm.
All of a sudden, I can do it, but on our DriveWise account, we don't have that option.
Even though you guys have more, you have more of a following. on
more
there.
following, but I also have probably a longer account history, and I have triple, maybe quadruple the amount of likes.
Just different analytics.
Different
all in all.
analytics.
You know what I mean? It's not
Yeah.
fully based on. You
It's
see,
not fully based on followers.
like
it's
these
something else.
algorithms for the contents, like the short form media. Like it's not dumb. Like this is like years and years of like fine tuning and like this refinement to narrow it down to what it is to this day. And I mean, it's been going forever. You know, as far back as like Vine. I think it's the first short form
Pretty
app.
much. Yeah.
But regardless, I'm glad that you even brought this up because I mean, there's an overall point that I was talking about with Shenanigan and way that we've been making stuff, and I'll touch back on that in a second. But there's something that my entire For You page right now is small account growth. It's all TikTok and YouTube growth. That's my entire For You page right now, and I'm not hearing anyone else say this. Maybe there is like a big overwhelming thing, but I haven't heard anybody say this. I just feel like these apps and some of their practices are kind of gross. Like their monetization practices are gross. Like, and that's not just strictly like social media, but I mean that's just most of these like big corporate companies putting out these like I don't know AAA products. I don't know how else to describe it, but like they're altering their monetization standards, and it's just like kind of gross to me. Like for example, the TikTok pay for views, like that's different
so
than
stupid.
traditional advertising, right?
It's-
That's like paying for a slot machine to just get people to see your thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's totally different than organic. You know what I mean? That like it's always been based on. Like precedence is organic viewership, right? If you get a click, and this is still here, it's just been reworked. You know what I mean? Like we post how much and we're stuck in TikTok jail. We only get 300 views. You know what I mean?
we also don't post. We need to post higher quality content.
You know what? The thing is that
And also, like, no one wants to watch random podcasts.
not Shenanigan. I'm
Typically.
talking about actually DriveWise, Billy Sulich,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then Cinemiles. Like, I just watched your guys' Did I Get Scammed? Like, you guys are actually putting out, don't discredit yourself. Like, this is the kind of shit that people, like hundreds of thousands of people will like in comments and shit.
I agree, but I feel like there's always like, okay, this could be improved slightly, this could be improved slightly.
Always.
And I think
Even at the top,
that's what we
you
need
know?
to do on DriveWise at least, is to just improve this, and let's get to this point, and then it will be hit.
Yeah, but
like, they'll
quality,
actually start hitting.
You could always
quality,
improve.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
quality is a ladder that goes forever up and up, forever down. You know what I mean? You're
Of
just on
course.
this rung, you know?
I don't think, I personally don't feel like we're at
TikTok
this.
just hates us, I
this
think, right now
level I
because
wanna
we're
be
kind of
at.
switching niches a little bit.
This is true too. Yeah,
We on DriveWise, what niche?
Well,
It
we
was like
go-karts and
go-karts,
mini bikes, and now
mini bikes.
now
it's
we're
kinda
posting a lot of
Miatas.
Miata content. That's like
You are posting a lot
that's
of
very
Miata
similar,
content.
and that's good. And
No,
that,
but
and that
it's
can-
totally different though. Like your
It's like
commenters
Yeah.
is a totally different community than like when you guys were doing the mini bike posts.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah,
So
they
I
are.
see what you're talking about.
They're two different.
So I think we have to
They mingle.
intertwine more of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so it should be like 4 days a week should be mini bike, go kart. 3 days a week should be Miata, or 5 days, 2
We
days.
just gotta somehow intertwine it.
Yeah, exactly.
The funny thing is
Maybe do a go kart versus Miata race.
Yeah.
and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
I mean, you know,
Intertwine.
if you guys
Like that.
generally, I mean, think about the people that you guys watch. You guys watch like what is it, the Sea Boys, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's not like they strictly stick with
No,
one
they have a
thing.
very wide niche.
Yeah, I think
That's
that.
why we gotta like somehow intertwine it.
But you got your genre, and that usually, if in my opinion, it carries you far enough. You know what I mean? A lot of the film channels that I follow, don't strictly stick with one thing. You know, we have reviews. Maybe we have like, different industry update type things. You know, I won't sit here and act like anything that I have done is original. It's my take on different things. You know what I mean? But it's influenced by these very things, right? Because it works for them. It's going to work. It might work for me. You know, I think that genuinely, maybe that has a factor to play in it, but it's different. They have altered, and again, I think this is pretty like unethical. Like I think it's pretty gross practices. I think they've altered their algorithms. I don't think I know. I just it's a thing that everyone's just accepted. Like okay, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we. That's my overall point. I think is that people are way too okay with just accepting kind of like gross changes to things. Like every streamer just upped their price by like $3.
Really?
You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Like
Oh, streaming
Netflix.
services?
Yes,
Yes.
all the streamers just updated their thing by like $3.
I thought you were talking about like Twitch streamers. I'm like,
No,
what the fuck
no.
are you talking about?
Sorry, yeah,
What-
specific.
Streaming platform.
Even the fact that there is a paid subscription that still has ads, I think is repulsive. Like what? Like this is why I will never.
This is why I'm paying for it. But then, like, a lot of them have you pay more money to get no ads on certain TV shows and movies.
I think that's repulsive.
It's so stupid.
Actually, as a matter of fact, I'm so explicitly against it that my movie of the week series ends every episode with explaining how you could pirate it. You know what I mean?
But that's up to them.
that you
I
should
do say
also
that.
be
I do say
careful.
that. I do say that.
Because that's illegal, technically.
No, I don't actually say that. I just say there's less expensive copies out there, and I push you in that direction. I don't explicitly. Don't watch this. You know what I mean? You didn't. Don't take this out of context, okay? I just gently, guide them in
Let
the
them
right
know.
directions. Let them know that
This
there's
is
ways to
an
do-
option.
Listen, they have a lot of money. They're able to protect themselves and keep floating these things on. And genuinely, people are too comfortable with many different things. That's a very broad claim, right? Because that can apply to anything. But people are way too comfortable with just saying, okay with this. The only times I've actually seen people really fight back, I think, in recent time was when Game Pass upped their thing by like $10. Like it was some massive margin that they increased it by. I can't think of any other example. There's probably more out there, but people just stopped. People just stopped with the Game Pass.
Yeah.
Like that was crazy. But
Well, now that because they don't have like Xbox Live Gold anymore.
yeah, well, that is Game Pass. Yeah, but there's like Game Pass, like
Yeah,
Diamond.
there's the regular and there's like Ultimate.
Yeah, like Ultimate, Diamond, Silver. I don't know, right? Whatever the top one is, went from like $25 to like $30 or something like that. Like it was like a very like massive, and it was the second hike in like a year. You know what I mean? And it's like people are very okay with these things. Like they just say that's fine. Like we have way more power. The consumer has all the power. You know what I mean? Like we don't like we've really reoriented priorities. But I'll bring this back down to where it matters.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I think that the algorithm changing so that it sort of demotes organic growth in exchange for and you guys know this is true too, because whenever you post, you get like bombed on TikTok with pay $20 to get 25,000 more views, ads, buttons, all the, like they just like it's like the one scene from Shrek where the little leprechaun's like itching for you to sign the contract. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Like that's the entirety of corporate America right now, I feel like. But and specifically, that's how passionate I'm about it, I think. But in TikTok regard, where it matters to us is that I think that is so gross.
I'm just curious.
What happened to
like,
organic growth?
I'm curious with all like the bigger TikTokers and stuff. Are they paying for this? I'm just curious.
No, they are not. They are not. I think they got in early.
Yeah.
Well, you got to understand that TikTok's success is dependent on people that are making viral content, and viral content is a genre.
That's
you know
true.
what I mean?
They do want
In
to
a
promote
way, yeah.
virality because that just makes them
Like
money.
so much of the decision making on the creative stuff that the three of us do is based on the virality genre. I don't know how else to explain it, right? Like even as far back as when we were doing like quality model enchantment shorts, like the eagle and the crunch bar, like
That was fire.
yeah, but that was totally a skit that was funny, but mostly creatively engineered based on virality.
Yeah, it was.
You know what I mean?
It did well on all. I think it
Because
did well on all
virality
platforms.
is a real thing. Like it's dependent on that, and those big TikTokers, they don't gotta pay for it because, they already have a following. First of all,
Yeah.
they organically grew back when organic growth was pretty much the only way. You know, there was a time where you couldn't pay for, like, it was not pay to win. YouTube, TikTok. I mean, in the traditional sense of
Yeah.
like you buy this, you get more views. You know, back then you could easily buy like you were talking about Roman Atwood the other day, and he's like, he has a helicopter. Well, if you're Roman Atwood and you have a helicopter, you're just bound to get views. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's pay to win, I guess. But like, it's totally different than just saying I'm gonna buy views. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you just got rich people shit, man, you're gonna go viral.
Yeah, you just do stupid things. But
Funny
you know
enough,
what?
yeah.
Even here, though, at this bottom level, you could do really fun, creative, cool shit. You know what I mean? People will watch it. That level of organic growth, though, has been completely altered. They want you to spend money to get like 50,000 additional views. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That, I think, is just so gross. I don't hear anyone even talking about it. It's kind of crazy to me. I'm like,
You're
whoa,
getting a lot of
whoa.
ads for it. It's bogus.
Every time we post, and then I scroll on like my Vice page, it pops up like 3 or 4 times.
Dude, it's in your face.
It's like, come on, do it.
I know. I think it's gross. Like these
Yeah.
companies, like they do not care. They actually they think we're so stupid. Like genuinely, they're
Well, there's a lot of people doing it.
yeah. That's probably if I had to guess.
So there's a lot of stupid people.
If I had to
about it.
guess,
Or
that's
smart.
probably their. No, I can't say that. I don't know. TikTok has found, as a company, has found so many ways to profit off of that media type, right? TikTok Shop, they take. I mean, you would know this, Billy, because you have one now. How much percentage of each sale goes to TikTok?
Fuck, I don't know that, but it's something.
Chunk.
I mean, you
It's
take
probably
a
like
good chunk.
10%.
If they took even
It probably
5%, do you know how many people shop off of TikTok? TikTok Shop
Tons.
is like another
Yeah.
form of Temu to us.
It's
Like, it just-
the thing is that with TikTok Shop, it's like Temu plus other people's actual businesses
Yeah.
combined into one shop.
But yeah,
Which is
TikTok
so
just charges
weird.
like a 5 or 10% fee to put your products up.
Of
on
course,
there.
yeah, of course you get, but they also do those TikTok Shop discounts where they literally just take shit off, and it's like,
Think about
Kinda
every
cool, but-
massive brand or every company to like ever exist. You know, forever, for as long as that we've been in like entered that phase of like massive commercial brands and companies in our country, there's been an era of like, where can we have advertisement real estate? You know what I mean? You got billboards, you got TVs, you got movies, but you know, the pre-roll, you got literal advertising in the movie itself. You know, there was an era of filmmaking where people were so bothered by sellouts in cinema because you would have to have a Coca-Cola in your movie. And it would be so obnoxiously placed with the lighting, and it's like total sellout. You know what I mean? But advertisement real estate has gotten really creative because there's so many mediums of just shoving your product and your brand in people's faces, right? Advertising and marketing is like everything, but there is no bigger one, I would argue, in the history of advertising and marketing than short form. TikTok is the ultimate platform of advertise, right? So in this conversation of where are they making their money? Where is TikTok making their money? I would say probably majority of that's actually from ad space that they sell. And bringing this whole thing back home here, second to that, I would say beyond shop is the viewership purchasing. People will buy that. People will just buy that, dude. You know what I mean? No matter how ethical I think it might be, right? It's like, yeah, of course they're going to do that. As a matter of fact, I'm kind of surprised. I don't know how long they've been doing that. I was never really on TikTok.
Oh, the viewership buying?
Yeah, I don't know.
They've been doing it for a while, but they've been pushing it a lot more lately. Like, it's been being, like, I've been seeing full-on ads for it. Before then, it was just, at the bottom, it's like, oh, pay for more. Nah, I'm not going to do that. I looked into it. Nah, I'm not going to do it. Right? And it was cheaper, too.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got more expensive as time goes on, I think.
Now,
but
granted, it's a
now
little...
they're making full videos that are on your feed.
Yeah, it's
telling
all
you to
in
buy
your face.
it, which is, like, more.
This isn't anything new. Like I was saying earlier, very traditionally, you can buy ad space, right, on these things, right? But it would tell you it's an ad, and you just swipe by. You know what I mean? In short
Actually, when you
form,
buy
it's
the stuff,
totally
it
avoidable.
does say sponsored at the bottom.
Yeah.
It does, or they have
So-
the little TikTok shop, like
Oh,
little
really?
icon at the bottom.
Oh,
If
I
they're
didn't
like
know
promoting
that.
a product,
Well, yeah,
there's a little icon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I
But if
thought
they're
it was
buying
just just a viewership boost on your content.
No. It'll say sponsored, a little thing, a transparent sponsored in the bottom left. It'll say sponsored.
Okay, then I think
But
everything
there'll
I'm
be
saying is
nothing.
kind
But
of
then the TikTok shop,
pointless.
yeah, it's right there in the bottom left. And then there's other things that actually you can make money off TikTok. You can promote going live now, I found out. So basically, if you tell people on a video, like, hey, you guys can go live on TikTok now, just click this here. And you click this right here, and you can get up to like $200 a video if you tell people how to go live on TikTok and stuff like that.
Yeah, TikTok wants you to go live for some reason.
Because they make a lot
Well,
of money.
that's where
because
so
more money
much
comes
is
from
at.
gifting roses, gifting all that junk. Remember when the Spider-Man guy was all around? Oh, thanks for the roses.
Yeah,
You smell the roses and shit.
that was
And
so
he-
bad. But it works.
But he was making money.
So-
So was TikTok. So
Alex Hormozy, I was telling you about him. There was a
Yes.
video he did not that long ago that I watched where he was talking about the power of streaming because he just sees these metrics.
I
at
keep
a different
telling
level.
Andrew, I want us to stream like once a week or something on Driveways for like an hour or two, just for shits.
It's the funny. Here's the thing
On
about
TikTok.
it. Here's the thing about
Just
it.
like
When you do something, when you try to go market something, I think in the very beginning, whenever you're selling something, whether that's a service, skill, product, whatever, the first thing you ask yourself is, like, is there really a market for this? Unless there very blatantly is, but even then, why would they go with me when it's so saturated? Because there's very clearly a market for it, right? That's something you just ask yourself. Like, let me take like anything. Like, let's say you guys, like Andrew, there was one point where I think you considered doing like a PC repair side thing, because Chris asked you for help, and then he sent you some money for it. This was a while ago. This is forever ago, but then I remember there was like a week after that. You're like, holy shit, I could actually probably do this and make some money off of that.
Yeah.
Let me just take that for example. I like to imagine, based off of my own experience, that if you're someone who's thinking that you're going to go start like a PC or tech repair, IT level side hustle, it's very local, very small, that your first initial thought is like, why would anyone go with me? Right? You got like Geek Squad, you got like the internet, you can troubleshoot, you can DIY, like why would, in an oversaturated market for this, why would anyone go with me? But there is a market for everything. And I think that the most confusing thing to me is the streamer market. Yeah, dude, it is the most powerful thing. You get tons of people to watch your streams. I don't know who this market is. I don't know who's like watching some of these live streams. I swear, I like no
people
clue.
we don't see because they're inside.
It's crazy. It's like hundreds of thousands of people, and I'm not saying it's all raw. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of live streamers who are, it's almost like podcast level live streams where it's like actual like something of substance, like value. You know what I mean? I've been watching a few real estate related live streams that are like Q&As about the market and where it's going and that sort of deal. And like, no wonder people are turning out for that. You know what I mean? Like, these conversations are very productive. But this Alex Hormozy video I was telling you about, he was talking about the power of streaming.
Mm.
And he was like, I just went out to some big YouTuber event that Mr. Beast was hosting. And I don't know, it was some sort of game. I don't know if it was a sport or a game or whatever, but they had all these people come out, and they had different tiers of people. Like, there was like shorts, famous short creators.
Uh-huh.
then there was long form creators, then there was A-list celebrities in like Hollywood, and then there was like Top Dog, like Mr. Beast, like the biggest creators on YouTube, because this is like a YouTube really event. This isn't like a theater event or like, you know what I mean? Like this is like something like an event that's going on specific to
YouTubers. Yeah.
And then there was live streamers. And the live streamers were the most popular. Like it was a live event, so there was like an audience and like a stadium or whatever is what he was explaining. And he was like, in terms of popularity, the short form and the A-listers from Hollywood got the least amount of cheer. It was the live streamers that everyone lost their minds for. People lost their minds for. And he said, this is like on a psychological level, it's because these streamers are like the most raw. It's the least scripted.
Personal.
Yep. The longer time you spend with someone's face, it's the most powerful in terms of parasocial relationship development, right? Where it's sort of this one-way thing where you're watching them and you're getting to know them, but obviously you're a streamer. You know, you have 100,000 people on you. You don't get to know any one of them. You know,
I just think that's crazy that like people will sit for hours and just watch someone live their life.
That's my point.
Like, bro,
I don't know where the market is for
it.
I don't know where the market is for it.
Like, enjoy your own life. Why are you watching someone else's?
See, that's exactly my point, though. Like, there's a market for everything, and we don't have to understand it.
We don't have to.
I don't think that many people that push out or market a product, service, or skill actually really understand. No, that's not true. There's a market for everything, right? When you start to like understand that there is a market for literally everything, then you start getting a little bit more aggressive. I feel like, at least that's my case. Like real estate photography, I'm like, okay, this market already has not like an oversaturation, but there's like a few big dogs in Chicagoland that, you know, pretty much do. Like, why would anyone go with me? You know what I mean? Like, I'm just starting out. I'm one guy. How do you even get a portfolio? You know what I mean? But you learn really quickly that it's actually like what that I think the closest I can describe that phenomenon is like imposter syndrome. You are way more capable than you think, and you can overturn a whole industry. You actually could. You know what I mean? And I know this is an example that we bring up pretty regularly in this conversation, but like Mr. Beast, you know, I think about him in the YouTube market when he was in his early days, right? How are you going to beat those top people? You had like...
Say Logan Paul 10 million times, or whatever it was.
It's crazy. He just did. You totally can. Anyways...
There'll eventually be somebody who overtakes him.
Yeah, I don't doubt that. You know what I mean? As long as there's someone who's crazy enough to believe that that's possible. You know what I mean? And that could be anybody, by the way.
At one point, we thought PewDiePie was never going to get overtaken.
Actually,
at one point in time,
that really you'd have everyone betting money that would be impossible, right? Yeah. And then it absolutely did happen, like several times. But he also kind of stopped. My point is that
he also slowed down.
If you're crazy enough to believe that you can, you will. You know. Yeah. Second to that is that the power of this live streaming. That's kind of the future, like for monetization. And I don't even say saying the future is kind of ignorant because it's like back, like let's say like when we were in early high school, Fortnite's at its peak, and you have all these streamers. How much money are they making a live stream for them playing this game? People are just so ready to just pull out their wallets and just give money to these streamers. It's not the future; it's bad precedents. You know,
some of them were funny whenever like the gifted donuts would come in, and it's
you're definitely incentivized to do it.
Play or something.
Yeah, it's
so just you're incentivized.
Ninja.
You're definitely incentivized to.
What is this, Ninja?
I think a big part of it is that you are developing this like parasocial relationship with this person, and then for you to be on that stream in any capacity, even if it's your name dropped, you know, these kids will just start tweaking, bro. You know?
Yeah, I know. I mean, I think that's how. I don't know if you guys know. So you know how FaZe like regrouped and all that, John.
Yeah.
They disbanded recently. Or,
yeah.
Some weird bullshit.
Who
knows?
Who knows?
Yeah. But you know Lacey from that group. He's the fat. He's like the not. I won't call him fat. But he's the bigger guy.
Yeah.
More shaved head. There's another big Fortnite streamer. He used to get like. He used to just donate money to him, and that's how he kind of got famous, is from being a donation guy in this guy's stream.
Yeah,
really.
His name was I think it's Ronaldo, like Stable Ronaldo, Fortnite pro gamer, and Lacey would like throw money at him and get gifted stuff, and he actually grew off that, and now he got into FaZe, and now he's big and he's massive and he's doing things with Speed and Mr. Beast, and he's doing all these little weird things.
Yeah, but that's like
And
exceptional.
It is, but like, it's kind of crazy how you can.
It's like a 1 in a billion chance, but
It's kind of crazy how you can grow. I'm just saying.
It is. It absolutely is.
Fucking crazy.
And those stories are always fun to me.
Because you can use that to your advantage. Is what I'm saying. Like the streaming bullshit.
Yeah, I think that it breaks this barrier that no one seems to have in mind. Like that, people, we need to start breaking down this barrier. And this is kind of in my mind the same psychological thing that holds people to comfortability, but it's like you're guided by rules that don't exist. You know what I mean? Like so much that you think is actually impossible is really possible. You know what I mean? Like,
Agreed.
and that is a mentality that I think is really important in like even the small creator atmosphere.
I think, unfortunately, it's a little too late for any of us, to become professional athletes. Damn near.
a little bit.
Damn near. But we're still pretty young, so we technically kind of could.
It's not even technically.
Like,
you absolutely could.
I feel like I could, but at a like, I don't know if I could get to like like English Premier League, like soccer, like that type level.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you this. I feel like
it's a little too late for that. But I agree. I agree. I do. Like, I love, Togi.
Yeah.
I fucking love the shit he speaks about, like gambling and shit. But like, whatever he speaks, like, I'm like, holy shit, this guy's motivational.
Well,
He's like, I can do anything.
Yeah.
Like, fuck yeah.
Well, listen.
Fuck it, bro.
The idea that you could play like soccer professionally is based off of you reflecting back on yourself in like high school, right?
Yeah.
Am I right about that? Because I think the same way about myself in high school too. I'm like, oh, I could never do this one thing because I was like this when I actually tried that one thing that one time. I'm not. That doesn't apply for you because you guys played years of it. But my point is that like, not even the same guy, not even close to the same guy. Think about the grind that you have now.
Yeah.
Where does that
Like,
fare
what if I
out to
took
like
all
yourself?
that, I put 8 hours, 10 hours a day into just practicing and practicing, and then recovering and then practicing
Oh my
and
gosh.
practicing. You know what I'm
You
saying?
have no idea. Listen, I actually read a book
Like,
about.
I probably could do it if I like really gave it my all and like quit all my jobs and said fuck it and like went all in. I bet in 2-3 years if I went all in, I probably could make
you could become insane.
I could become insane. I become to a pretty high level of.
It's just a high level. It's a high cost. That's all.
It's a high cost, yeah.
Right? It just takes dedication. Listen, what you just described, especially like with the donating story, I think the point you were bringing up is that exceptional is possible, right?
Yeah.
So
it's crazy.
I read a whole book. You said it's like 1 in a billion. That's not like a dice roll number, though. You're right, but that's a 1 in a billion controlled. I brought this book up in this podcast before. I don't know. I couldn't tell you which episode. I didn't know it was episode 15 today.
Alex Hormozy book?
No.
Which book?
It's called. It was an Adam Grant psychology book called "Hidden Potential: How to Unlock Your Hidden Potential and Learn the Secrets to Success."
Okay.
And in this book, it's my favorite form of proof. It's anecdotal. When you just start telling stories about people that were able to do that thing. Anecdotal evidence, I think, is the most humanly natural connection point that you can have. You know what I mean? That book brings up maybe a good like 20 different stories of people that did that exact thing. You said, damn near impossible for me to become a world-class athlete in any given sport, right? Said who and why,
it's
right? Because of a reflection
point.
you have of yourself from high school,
Good
you
point.
know? Or because you look at the top of the people and you said, oh, I couldn't do that. Yeah, you couldn't now.
Sometimes I'm like, dude, like I could do better. I'm like, you like watch someone play a sport, and you're like, I feel like I could do better than.
It's like an Iron Man kicks Thanos and saw that he could bleed. Oh, he can kill him. You know what I mean? Like you see these little cracks in reality where it's like, holy shit, wait. I think I could maybe do that if I
could
pushed
do better
myself.
than that guy because that guy just
because I could push myself. Seeing someone that you look up to and say that's the top fail or have flaws, I think is a very powerful thing for any niche, any specific topic, genre, whatever, right? Seeing someone at the top bleed and then knowing that they can, you know what I mean, like that, like it's a really good example.
A drop of blood.
Yeah, bro. But that I remember everyone at the end of Infinity was like, that was a big deal. That was Tony Stark realizing he could do it, you know. But my point is that like seeing the cracks in reality is a huge psychological boost for many people. You know what I mean? It's a really cool thing because, you know, you could say all this shit. You could read a book like that. You can know these different fun ideologies, but it means nothing until you apply it. application is the most action. Take action, right? I forget what it's like, but if you read about how to do something and then don't do it, you just wasted your time or something like that. You didn't learn how to do anything.
I've heard that before too.
You know?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So a big deal to me is,
From.
and it's a hard thing to do to get people. And I hate using this sort of verbiage because it's like totally overkilled. But like getting people to like wake up to this is such a hard thing to do. Like, you are capable of some crazy shit, right? Let's apply it here. Shenanigan, DriveWise, Cinemiles, is enchantment, right? Especially when we start that
Don't
up.
forget that.
Especially when we start that back up, right? It's driven by a number of things. I think top of mind is creativity. We're working within niches that we all are very fond of and passionate about. Second is growth, right? But somewhere underlying that, in some capacity, without it being spoken, is the idea that we can literally have an insane following and impact and influence on people. You know what I mean? It's the idea of being exceptional, right? And that's where it becomes applicable. You take these skills, you take these ideologies, and you take these different lessons that, like in that Adam Grant book that I was telling you about, or like the guy who donated and became a phase member. You know what I mean? Like, you take these things, you take this evidence.
Obviously, that happened over time, but
funnel it down into something, an actionable plan, and you apply it to whatever that goal is. That's the deal here, right? We're 15 weeks in, and with close calls, granted, right? We've not dropped a beat on an upload. We've had a video up every week, right?
it's true.
There's no lower than that. It only goes up from here, right? It is a very fun thing to think about because I forgot. I think it was probably Billy that I was talking to about this, but it's like you say to yourself, like, I can't do daily. Daily, like that's insane. That's insane. Like, that's nonsense.
And then you do daily.
Well, then you work your way into it, right? This was challenging at one point to us. I remember those first couple of weeks of Shenanigan where we're just sitting here like, holy shit, what do we talk about? What's the topic for today? You know what I mean? Well, like every other podcaster, they don't go in with a topic in mind unless it's like on the fly or something that's really like
most
hot.
podcasts have like guests too.
Not even. They might.
They might. The ones that I watch do.
The ones that go viral, like, the big ones, because guess what? Like, that's why they're big, is because they're just pulling in other people's followings, right?
This is true.
What about the ones that are like every other podcast to ever exist? Or the ones that's just the same few hosts, and they just come in here to shoot the shit, and it works, right? Same thing with streamers too. You know what I mean? You go in and you shoot the shit, and you reel, and then it works. The point is here that like that those first couple episodes were so much harder than it is today, where we were hanging out till like 2 a.m, 3 a.m. at your place, and then we go and get breakfast or lunch this morning, and then it's like, all right, let's go over to Billy's and just record an episode and get it done. You know what I mean? Like, guys, we have gotten so much better at this, right? So the floor rises. What seems impossible at the time, you just kind of work your way up to. Like, if you're benching 185, so a plate and a half, 3 plates seems pretty crazy until 2 years later, you're hitting it.
Yeah.
Right? Daily is not far off.
No.
Exceptional is actually reality, and that's my takeaway for this podcast.
Exceptional is reality.
Yep. What you believe to be impossible is very much the actual rule of the way. I don't know how else to word that.
Yeah.
You know? Takeaways, gentlemen?
You can do anything you put your mind to.
Yeah. Yes, you can.
To be honest, you guys said it best. Really don't have much more to add to that. I mean, it's really, that's what it is. That was this whole episode is talking about what you guys just said.
Yesterday, or whenever we recorded the last episode.
Today's go at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We started talking about social media growth.
We did.
And
at the very end,
I was like, oh my God, this thing is on my mind so frequently now because I'm posting more frequently on Cinemiles, right? And I'm like, okay, it's becoming increasingly apparent that it's not really about what you're posting or how high quality it is. It's about understanding the game, and how to leverage the game so that it's gonna give you more views. And you know what I mean? At a certain point, you have enough eyes on one reel and you're just gonna get a massive spike in viewership. Like, that could be any video. So it's not really about what you're posting. Once you're satisfied with what you're posting, you have that like internal understanding of like this is good quality. Comes down to knowing the game. So it's become like this burning conversation in my mind. And then we started talking about it a couple days ago on the episode 14, and I was like, oh my God, there's an episode there on the podcast. There's an episode there on the podcast. So I guess that's today.
That's today.
Week 15.
Week 15.
Oh, yeah.
Completed.
All right.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching today's episode of the Shenanigan podcast. We hope you like, comment, subscribe on the video, and we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, if you made it this far, we really appreciate you. We're impressed.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
we'll see you for...
Actually, they're probably right now, the people watching this right now are probably people in the future, like a few years in the future when we're actually, you know, have some following. They're probably looking back at the original videos and they're like, oh, let me watch some of these ones.
Maybe.
No, that's probably the people watching this one right now.
Randomly, week 15. In my mind,
Maybe.
that's one or two. Episode 1 or 2 are the people that are going back that are like, I'm a fan now. You know what I mean? Let me go back and see what it's like at the start.
That's
Unless... And there's people out there that do
There's a
this.
few that are skimming through.
Yeah.
They're skimming through.
And to be at the end of week 15 is crazy. Like, I'm just a fan from the future, and I just skimmed through all the way to the end.
Let's end the recording.
Yep.